Yeah, actually pointed right on that. And game is ready. We talked a lot, and well, you were just here and you want to see the game, so we might just jump right in and see what the players picked for decks. Yeah. And it's Gnimsh Zoo.
It's Gnimsh Zoo. You predict that correctly.
Obviously, I mean.
But I think that Baddy expected that, so he expected one of the 2 decks, so he picks the Druid. It's very similar to Ekop's Druid actually. That it's a late game based Druid, but it can also do really well against aggro. So he got the good hand here with the Wild Growth early and the Sentient Shield Master.
I was actually talking to Baddy about that. He was like, what did you expect what Gnimsh might play? And I was really unsure. I was like, yeah, maybe control, but well, it's like Zoo. That's Gnimsh one. He does really well with it.
Gnimsh actually threw back the Argent Squire and was going for the Priestess on turn 1.
Oh, we talked about that. Just coin out hero ability, slow down the Druid, don't make him use White Growth so early on.
Yeah, he could coin White Growth here, but then he got 3 mana next turn.
So here's the thing you might need to know about this matchup. Warlock Zoo versus Druid. The slower the Druid deck is, the worse the matchup gets for the Druid against the Zulok. I know from experience because I played a lot of that Ramp Druid that you see me play, and the worst matchup by far was the Warlock.
Yeah, so you think the Zoo got the advantage here?
Well, Zoo is just like Zoo, so Zoo Zoo always has the advantage somehow, but the ramp Druid has really good chances here. If he draws his swipes right, it could go really well for him. And I mean, he gets the Sentient Shield Master early, can clear here now if he wishes to. Well, not clear, but kill the minion.
That turn 1 Sentient Shield Master was such an amazing play. I mean, that's like the most important. Those innervates are so important to get those, to accelerate those big taunters, just so you can handle the early aggression easily.
He thinks about the Wild Growth here, so he can swipe next turn. Then he can clear the White Walker with the hero power.
I guess I would definitely kill the Void Walker, so I can next turn he's like able to kill the Priestess easy and trade against another minion with his...
I think if he's not drawing like a Harvest Code or something like that, or Wrath, he's going to play the Big Game Hunter, or just hero power next turn. Depends on what Gnimsh plays here. If he plays the Shadowed Sun Cleric.
Oh, Shadowed Sun Cleric would work, but like whatever he plays, it's not optimum at the moment.
It dies for free to the Sentient unless the Knife Juggler hits him now.
Yeah, he definitely wants to hit it, so it dies for the trade next turn.
Good hit. He may just has to trade with the Knife Juggler here. Because he doesn't want to die to another knife and the Priestess.
Interesting that he doesn't decide to go for the hero power here instead of...
yeah, he should kill the Priestess.
I would definitely kill the Priestess. It like gets so... like it just gets out of control if you don't deal with it early. The buff up can get... it's so annoying.
If he plays the big game and then trades the Priestess, Sentient could die easily to a Mortal Coil or another knife from the
juggler. Exactly. You have to get rid of the Knife Juggler. It's just way too much damage in one card.
It was really unfortunate for him that the one knife hit the Sentient.
Yeah.
So he should hero power here. Oh, he goes for the really greedy trade here.
Oh wow, this is so risky.
This is so risky.
But if this pays off, then... yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Gnimsh can only play one minion now,
one minion, yes.
So...
but are you really trying to challenge the master of RNG himself?
Well, it's always possible that...
he still can get a good trade.
I can see this knife hitting the Sentient Shield Master already.
Well, I would place bets on the Knife Juggler hitting the hero now.
He can still get a good trade even if the knife doesn't hit with the 4/4 Flame Imp. Oh, it hits the face.
Prediction!
What the hell happened? Oh, man. Oh.
I guess Gnimsh is pretty disappointed now, but no reaction from him there.
That's fine.
For his RNG trying to bail on him.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is he can, if he wants to, he could swipe next turn and like
trade and clear the board, yes.
Here's the thing, like, Gnimsh is still in a very good spot here. He has a lot of minions on the board. Swipe won't be able to deal with everything, so he also has to sacrifice his Big Game Hunter. And Doomguard is ready and waiting.
The second innovate would have been good here, to innovate the hero power, or even innovate the Cairn out.
So I guess he's really missing. He's really missing that he couldn't play his White Growth by now.
Yeah.
If he did, he could just throw out the Sunwalker next turn.
Oh, he goes for the face here. So the Doomguard gets a good trade.
I think that's
I
too greedy plays.
I think he
It
should...
is
Oh,
actually-
he
it is
draws
actu-
the Leroy.
Yeah, it is actually pretty bad to leave those minions alive because of the buff minions as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So he's
And
not...
the Soulfire. So he doesn't go for the Doomguard because he doesn't want to discard the Leroy.
Yeah, but you really don't want to Soulfire here now. That would be like...
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he's
you,
gonna go
you,
face
you
again.
just
Yeah,
don't. Doesn't matter what he does, like, he has a Soulfire, he can't play it, he loses, like,
Yeah.
maybe the Doomguard, and that would be really annoying for
I
him.
think we're going to see the Leroy, like, not as a finisher, so he can play the Doomguard after that.
I guess he will just trade here now with
Yeah,
the left one.
Gnimsh decided not to trade the Big Game Hunter with
So you
the
should-
Shadow Sun Cleric.
Should play the Wild Growth here.
So now Baddy has a very good play. He doesn't really need to play the Wild Growth.
But
He
yeah, he can't do anything with 7
just
mana
uses-
either, yeah. That's
He
true.
just uses his mana efficiently here.
I mean, he has Alex on his hand, so if he downs by Doomguard, Leroy, Soulfire, something hard, he can still heal himself up late game. And now has a Sunwalker in hand as a big taunter and Karen as backup. Getting interesting here.
He could have let just Leroy
Oh,
here,
nice top deck.
but he got 2 Armanis, that's pretty good.
Well, the biggest problem is still... Well, not a problem. I mean, if Sunwalker goes
But the
out...
Sunwalker is huge here.
Those Armanis will be...
So can innovate.
I guess I would just go for Karen instead of Sunwalker, because Sunwalker can get killed easy by a Doomguard
Nah,
if he does something.
it's still a good trade for him.
Yeah, but Karen is like, yes, can get killed too, but he doesn't need the taunt now 100%.
Like, expect an Argus, he has to expect an Argus here on the 2 Armanis.
Those Armanis can be really amazing though if he decides to play the Leroy here, because then the
Yeah, that's
Armanis
true.
can attack the Whelps
That's
and they just enrage themselves, and Druid has nothing to deal with the 2 health minion
He
right
should
now.
really play the Leroy here.
Well, he might. And then he can play Doomguard next turn.
Next turn he's got
Yeah,
just
and the
gonna
Void-
Soulfire
and the-
face
yeah,
and
the Void
discard the
Walker-
other card.
And the Voidwalker was also really sick because it protects all his minions from the Karen.
Wow.
He has to play the Leroy here.
Well-
Yeah, I mean, he might as well life tap first.
Oh, the second Soulfire.
Yeah, it doesn't really synergize well with all the
That's really
discarded
bad
cards.
actually.
I guess Baddy would love to have a Starfall next turn.
Yeah, Starfall would be...
I thought about
Be so
that to,
good here.
to actually throw one in back again in the Druid.
Oh, he needs like some kind of AoE here. Or like at least a Wrath.
This is a lot of potential damage
Wow.
incoming.
Well,
Wait, what? Why isn't he attacking the 1-1? Come
Yeah.
on, Gnimsh.
Yeah, he should do that. He can push for damage next turn.
Oh,
with the Doomguard.
didn't Baddy play a Baron-Geddon?
Oh yeah, he
exactly know
plays a
that.
Baron Geddon. That would be huge here.
Oh, that's no Baron-Geddon, but he can at least
wow.
copy Leroy, kill the
Yeah.
1-3 and go for his Leroy or something like that. So possible plays here. And it doesn't matter. Oh, well, it matters, but he's seen damage on the board, but he still has Alex in his hand to back up heal somehow.
The Geddon would have won him the game here.
I think that the
He's close to
faceless,
lethal too. It's like
faceless plus for Wild Growth is the play here, so he can Alex Raza next turn if he wants to.
But would you trade Karen into Leroy to keep your Leroy alive? Or would you just run the copied Leroy into, I don't know, to have a good Karen and a Leroy that doesn't get mortal coiled or something?
Baddy might be expecting a Mortal Coil, so I think he might actually trade the Leroy with his Leroy.
yeah, he should. Like it's so much damage on the board. Gnimsh is down to 12 HP, but Baddy doesn't have anything to finish him.
I didn't even recognize that.
Yeah.
I have to
He
admit,
had-
I was
he-
like, what? Name's 12 HP? What are you talking about? And then,
like Flameless and tabbed a lot. So he got 25 potential damage next turn, so that's would be lethal if he doesn't clear like the at least one Amani or the Leroy.
Yeah, it's getting dangerous for both players.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or if he goes
you
for
could,
the you should faceless maybe the Leroy.
you could just face the Leroy and go for the face, like,
He got 9 mana this turn, so he can't play the Sunwalker and the faceless.
you can?
He can't.
You can't. Yeah, I was
can't.
like, it's 11.
No,
How
he
can he do that?
No, he can't play both. Like 2 Sunwalkers would be awesome, but that's not going to happen.
So I guess he's the part he's thinking about is trading and or maybe even going for Gnimsh's face, like full
Oh,
face mode.
He should at least trade one of the minions. He has to expect like the finisher here, because it's Gnimsh. Like it was probably Soulfire face and then play the
You
second
cannot,
Doom
you
Guard.
cannot go for face when you are
No.
Baddy. I mean, 5 damage is
Yeah, he
so
copies the
easy to
Leroy.
do.
So he trades and runs in his arc.
What?
Oh wow, that's so aggressive, and
And
he should
this
beat
w-
that
yeah,
here
this
unless he
costs
discards the Doom Guard. I don't know.
the game.
Well, he can do
Can.
16 damage, play the Doomguard, and if
16.
both Soulfires go away...
No, he can't win.
Oh,
Just double Soulfire.
It's over, yeah.
Yeah.
Even if he discards the other Soulfire, you can play the Doom Guard. So
oh,
the
that's
game's
true.
over.
So, that was greedy.
That was really greedy.
And he draws the
should-
Direwolf Alpha, he could have just...
If he would have done the trade, he should actually ran the Leroy into the Void Walker and then play sacrifice the first Karen against the what's it called, the Leroy.
I guess it would have been still close even if he trades because he has the Doomguard and everything.
Yeah, but Gnimsh can't play that much because he got like only one card in hand that he actually can play without discarding his whole hand. So
Well, Baddy lost against Zoo,
yeah.
and he might just pull out his Zoo now, like he did last time.